on this episode, LAPD finds 700 ghost guns. Now it's getting $5 million. Also, a 4-year-old in Illinois accidentally shot by another child. That starts right now on Chris Talks. Let's get into it.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? What is up? Welcome to another episode of Chris Talks. I am your host with the most, Chris. Welcome to another episode of our show. So, check this out. I was just, let me say this first of all. Hello and welcome, everybody. Hope your day is good because mine is going well. So I hope yours is going well as well. So let's check out these stories that we got. This one kind of blew me away right quick. You know what I mean? Like LAPD finds 700 ghost guns. And now the police are getting $5 million. $5 million. Yeah, can you turn that down just a little bit? Thank you. $5 million, people. $5 million. And I bet you this is probably of one of those trade-in programs. I don't know. In New York City, we do have a trade-in program for. Excuse me, I had to belch real quick. For my listeners that are from outside of New York City does have weapons trade-in program to where if you trade in your weapon, and you can do it discreetly, that you'll probably get like a $200 or $500 dollar type gift certificate. I think that's how it's going. You know, I don't know. I don't know for sure because I ain't got no guns to trade in. So, I don't know. But maybe I'm thinking this is probably the same type of incentive program for you to turn in your gun. So, let's get to this story and find out. First of all, let's find out where the cops got the guns from. Okay, so they said like 700 ghost guns. Where the hell, you know what I mean? But let's get into this story right quick, because this story it's kind of interesting. So let's get into it. So, hit it.
In 2020, over the course of numerous investigations, the Los Angeles Police Department recovered more than 700 ghost guns, weapons often having no serial numbers and built from components sold without background checks by Nevada-based company Polymer 80. According to the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office, firearms assembled from the company's components were used in the ambush of 2 Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputies in Compton in 2020 and in a home invasion and triple murder in Glendale. The city attorney said, in 2021, Los Angeles filed suit against Polymer 80, alleging that the company was selling its kits without conducting background checks. A violation of the Federal Gun Control Act. The kits allow purchasers to buy gun components that are then assembled by buyers. Now, the company has settled the suit with the city for $5 million and must conform to multiple gun sales standards. This settlement holds Polymer 80 and its founders accountable, keeps guns out of the hands of prohibited people, makes LA neighborhoods safer and will help law enforcement do their jobs. City Addie Heidi Feldstein Soto said Tuesday in a news release. This is an important step toward preventing unnecessary deaths, especially as Congress repeatedly fails to take action. It is not the first time that Polymer 80 has been sued over its products. Last year, Washington, D.C., received a $4 million judgment against the company, which was also barred from selling untraceable firearms in the district. Polymer 80 informs customers of the ruling on its website. The company's guns were the most common ghost guns recovered by the Los Angeles Police Department between 2020 and 2023. The city attorney's office said, The lawsuit was set to go to trial Tuesday, but the company settled instead. The lawsuit also alleged that Polymer 80 misled customers in its advertising by stating that its products were legal to buy and possess because they were not complete firearms. But Polymer 80's core products, gun building kits that are quickly and easily assembled into operable weapons, nonetheless fall under the definition of firearm under federal law. The city attorney's office wrote in its complaint. As part of the settlement, Polymer 80 must pay $4 million in civil penalties, while its two founders must pay a combined $1 million. Additionally, Polymer 80 is prohibited from selling gun kits in the state without serializing parts and performing background checks. The company is also prohibited from providing assistance to customers attempting to assemble ghost guns in California and cannot advertise that its products are legal. Polymer 80 did not immediately respond to a request for comment.
Wow. Wow. Well, at least it's sorry. At least there's like a lawsuit going on where some of these people, I guess, that suffer from it. But this is a company that is just. This is like a company selling illegal guns. I don't understand how the LA Police Department even allowed something like this to go on within their jurisdiction. Then you got to think how long they just caught it in 2020. How long was it going on before that? You understand what I'm saying? They just caught it then. Okay, and then they got a judgment for $4 million, and then another for like another $5 million in total. But, I mean, come on. This is a crazy story. This is a real crazy story. I don't know what is going to happen with this. This is something that I want to check out further. I should have did a further investigation into this, but this is what I could come up with as far as this. But there should have never been a point in time where this company should, and this is a company, people, that is able to produce and sell ghost guns. Now they're not able to do it. Thank God that they're not able to do it no more. But you gotta think, how long? Because this company it just didn't start in 2000. What was it? 2000, right? It just didn't start in 2000 and just suddenly just boom, 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 boom. No, it's been out way before that. So you gotta think how many of these ghost guns were actually sold. Excuse me. To me, the number, it gotta be. I mean, I'm not gonna say a number, but use your imagination of just how many guns can be sold from 2001 to 2002. Just think. Just think. Just think. And like I said before, I mean, I'm glad that this is done with and it's over with, and they did enforce that they have to put serial numbers and do background checks and all these things like that on these type of guns. And I've stated that before. This is what we need to do. We need to enforce the gun laws that we already have, not just start making new ones for no reason. We need to enforce the ones that's on the books, because as long as we enforce the ones that's on the books, you know what I'm saying? It should be, it should be a little bit better. I'm not saying some crazy people do get a hold of weapons. As we can see, it happens. It does happen. But I'm glad this company is actually what's the word that I'm looking for here? Yeah, being held accountable. In a certain form that they are being held accountable. Because things like this, these are the type of guns, in my opinion, that are in the, how do we say it? How do I say it so that you understand it? The urban areas. These are the type of weapons that end up in urban areas and sometimes suburban areas and in major cities as well. So where, people walk around, they dropping people. So I think, in my opinion, it was somewhat fair that they had to pay some type of money back. That's how I feel on that topic. All right, check it out. Let's pay these bills real quick. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, all the links and everything is right there on your screen. This particular episode will be posted up on YouTube, and hit that subscribe, like, notification, and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Share it with your friends. All right. Let's get into the next story, all right? So check this out. The next story is about a 4-year-old girl who was accidentally shot by another child. That story, but I don't like to report stories like this, but it does bug me out that a child, it don't matter how old the child is, that just a child has some type of access to a gun, because an adult is the one who has to make that possible. I mean, come on, you gotta lock if you have weapons, and I've said that before, if you have a legal gun, which some of us carry, if you have a legal permit and a legal gun, you have to have a place, to put it in put it properly away from your children. And not just away from your children. It's supposed to be hidden away from any and everybody. It's supposed to be up somewhere so you could get to it. Not everybody else. Just you. Alright, let's hit this story. I hate when things like this happen. It's just... it's really bad. Hit the story. Check it out.
A child accidentally shot and killed another child in the village of River Grove, Illinois. On Wednesday morning, police said, the victim, a 4-year-old girl, was shot by another child whose age was not specified. From the same household, CBS Chicago reported. Police officers and paramedics who arrived at the scene found the child severely injured. She later died of her injuries. River Grove police said in a news statement. The child's father was outside the house when another child brought the accidental shooting to his attention, after which he immediately called 911. Police said, the father, who holds valid FOID, firearm owner's identification, and concealed carry cards, also admitted to being the owner of the handgun used in the accidental shooting, which he claimed was stored on a high shelf in a closet. The police statement said, the child's father is cooperating with investigators. The shooting came just 2 days after a 4-year-old girl in Grovetown, Georgia, was critically injured after she accidentally shot herself in the head when her father left a loaded gun on the floor of their home. So far there have been at least 128 unintentional shootings by children nationwide this year, resulting in 54 deaths and 77 injuries, according to Everytown Research and Policy, an advocacy organization that collects detailed information from media reports about incidents in which children under 18 unintentionally shoot themselves or someone else. Every year, hundreds of children in the United States gain access to unsecured, loaded guns in closets and nightstand drawers. in backpacks and purses, are just left out in the open, the organization wrote in a report.
I don't know what's wrong with people. I really don't know what. I'm sorry. I really don't know what's wrong with people. And that's what I was just saying before it started. Yes, I did. You have got to be careful, especially, like I said, for you know what I'm saying, for us who have licenses, you should be way more careful on where you are storing your weapon. Have to be, especially when you have like such young kids around. This is a real sad story. Like I say, I always say, here, us here at Chris Talks, we should not condone this out to this family, to this man. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't hear what like when the gun went off. He didn't hear that. You know what I'm saying? I did try to dig into the story as much as I could, and that does not pop up at all. That he heard it. That he heard any shot go off. But it makes me wonder, what was he doing outside that he didn't hear the shot go off? Like, I don't know what this man was outside doing. It does state that he was outside in the back. Like, he did, I can give him that. He hid it somewhere where his children could not reach it, but at the same time, they did find a way to reach it. I mean, I think he probably did the best that he probably could. In his situation at that time, as far as hiding it, I think he probably did the best he could. But, I mean, these, like I said, these type of things, they happen. But when you have a concealed gun license, I think you should be a tad more careful. I know I try to be as careful as I can, and you know, you gotta put things. I mean, he did do the right thing, and like I said, he kept it out there reach, but they still found a way. So he did do his best, and I give him credit for that. My thing is also this. I don't think this man. Sorry, I gotta adjust this. I don't think this man at any point in time. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to work this by myself. Ed is not here, so y'all cut me a little slack. All right, cut me a little slack. All right. So, but I do not think at any point in time that this man should be charged with any type of crime, in my opinion, because it seems like this was an accident. If there's more to this and there's more uncovered, I'll check out that. As always, I'll continue to check out the story until I find something different. But if there's something different about the story, I will report it again. But it just seems like in this one, it was just an accident. It was just an accident. And it's unfortunate that this child, that this young girl lost her life because of this. So, gun holders, whether you legal or illegal, don't matter. You got children around or children in the present, try to store your gun as safely as possible. Don't let your children get around your weapons. especially if they're loaded. Okay, especially if they're loaded. Don't let them get around your weapons. Try to steward as best as you can. Try to keep your family safe. All right. I want to thank. I want to thank. Where did we get this from again? Can you tell me? Oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't. It doesn't say. So I can't tell you where I got this report from because somebody just sent it to me. So I don't know where I got it from. But like I said, these things happen. Just try to be careful. Just try to be careful. All right. I want to thank. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and for listening. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Also, stay blessed, not stressed. Okay? Until next episode,